Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim wa Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video of the Spirit, Brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Another modern day Madison Prophecies. Alright, just staying up to date with what's going on in the world. We'll start, you had that, you had that strike in Beirut, in Lebanon, from Amalek in Lebanon, which Lebanese are Ishmael. Well, they're one of the factions of the Arabs. Ishmael had a good amount of sons, so and the scriptures tell you, he shall dwell in the midst of his brethren. So they're all packed, shoulder to shoulder. Them Arab countries and them Arab nations. With a couple other you got Elam next to him, but this right here says I'll call them folk. All right, them folk launches airstrikes in Beirut, Lebanon. Hey, now out here in Detroit, obviously, if you know, the highest concentration of Arab Americans, and especially from Lebanon. You have a lot of Lebanese here in Detroit, which they get into all the money. They own all the goddamn car shops, own all the goddamn they don't do more so gas stations, but they do business, dentists, doctors, car salesmen, right? So they over here getting money. Meanwhile, their hometown is getting bombed out. That's why this is on Dearborn News, because Dearborn is a city in Michigan. Dearborn is a part of the metro area, a collection of 30, 40 different cities. Dearborn is heavily, that's where the Arabs stay out here in Detroit. And their shit's getting tore off. And apparently this was for that one guy, I forget his name, but they had a specific target in mind, that Ishmaelite dude. So this is just stirring up the war, keeping it going, because you can't just do shit like this. You can't just blow people up everywhere. Alright, it says Harris supported those folks' right to defend itself after deadly Beirut airstrike. Alright, so they don't like that. It says, okay, the strike targeting an alleged Hezbollah stronghold resulted in 3 deaths, including 2 children, multiple injuries. Yep. So, they had a particular target in mind. Says travel advisory level 4, do not travel, Lebanon opening. So now, they don't want nobody going there. It'd be dangerous to your life. Danger. And this is that era that we're living in, war and rumors of war. And I'm just tying this in with it because this happened as well. It says HMAS, I'm pronouncing it like that on purpose, political leader Ismail. Why is he called Ismail? That's a variation of Ishmael, because those are his people, his descendants. It says Hanaye killed in Iran. And which actually, I'll say this, if he's he could either be an Ishmaelite or Elam, because we know that the Iranians, that's they're part of the Carmanians, which is Elam. So he's either Ishmael or Elam. Regardless of the fact, this is a part of the wars and rumors of the wars that we'd be seeing. He got struck, he got targeted and hit. Esau is stirring up all of his enemies. Those Amalekites in particular, they're stirring up all their enemies. All those J folk, they're just the Edomites that are in Arab land, or that are still in the east. That's all they are. That's why they have no problem killing and bombing people out. Matter of fact, let's look at one of their choice ways of taking folk out. Oh, it's got that music playing. So this is a drone dropping let's say a package. those people are through. And that guy who's thrashing, he's going to stop thrashing here in a second. You know, he probably got his limbs separated from his body, so he could only thrash for so long, and he went under. You know, so just say, that's why, man, Esau, man, the Lord's going to have to give us power, y'all, because he could just drop this on your grandma's house, and everybody in there, I'm talking about blow you out from the basement, everybody through. You just immediately in the spiritual realm, man. That's such a bullshit way to go. Let's go to, let me get this. Through Esau's actions of doing these kinds of things. Let me get that. Stir up dead. He's causing the nations to want to go toward him. Yep. Isaiah 14:9, it says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up their thrones, all the kings of the nations. Right, so hell is the destruction that's coming for America. All the destruction ultimately culminating in the missiles. The dead are the heathen nations. How do we know that? It goes on to say it. The thrones of all the kings of the earth. So Esau, Edom, through all of his picking on people and fucking with people, everyone's ready to go toward him. And especially the Arabs, okay? So now let's look. It says what? Dr. Phil interview reveals Venezuela's prisons. Oh, okay, you know, we're going to come back to that. I'm sorry. I want to get this. You hoes in the Olympics is getting beat up now. It says naturally born males Imain Khalif and Lin Yuting cleared to compete in women's boxing for 2024 Paris Olympics. So these guys they're probably gonna win. They're about to be beating the shit out you hoes. You know, equality, rights, and all this and all that. Well, you forgot about lefts, uppercuts, body hooks, feints, you know, overhand rights. That's what y'all ladies about to be getting. You know, that Paris Olympic madness. I'm not watching a lick of that. That shit's crazy, man. That whole Olympic, that opener, I'm straight.
Que se está llevando la contienda ahora en las repeticiones, a golpe de impacto. Sí, se vio claramente de nueva cuenta el recto en combinación, hasta 5 golpes alcanzó a conectar, manejándose con el jab y otra vez en la combinación en el upper, otro golpe de impacto, le van a aplicar otra cuenta de protección. Cuidado, porque si llega a una tercera ocasión es susceptible de que le detengan el pleito.
La velocidad de puños de Khalif no pudo contrarrestar lo rápido que desenfundaba tanto la izquierda como la derecha, y en la parte de este tercer episodio se estuvo comiendo en reiteradas ocasiones
And the bitches are so stupid, and they coaches. Why would you agree? Why would you let? If I was a coach, and one of these benders wanted to fight my female fighter, no, you're not about to bash my baby girl head in because you confused about your existence. But this place is a joke. It's all crumbling, y'all. This whole man and woman thing, this shit through, man. This place here is a fucking, this shit here is a sick joke. You know, it may have been funny for 10 seconds, but it's not funny no more. I just wanted to touch on that one real quick. This shit is a fucking wrap. If you down here in Babylon, man, what the baby say, man? Back to the baby. I could use this as a thumbnail for every modern day Madison Prophecy. That's how I ought to do it. Back to the baby. This shit, let me see. This gender shit is through. And just this spirit of accepting foolishness in the world. Let me get this one.
To not use flaws. That has to do with the classification.
That was Stevens with a standing start in lane number 5 as Molinaro now moves forward and away from this field. And just the two
100 distance, so coming into the main straightaway and getting benefit of that wind that comes from behind them here for the final 100 meters. And full stride, Soldaro. And Stevens, 5. Brianna Soldaro across the line first here at 200 meters, a shade over 34 seconds now, officially 30.
So this was the Paralympic trials, and I'm highlighting this. I'm not making fun of them, but I'm highlighting the fact that this world today under Esau's rule, you know, this is not. They need to be at home, man, with their parents. When you have a child born with some sort of disfigurement or disability, it's a shame. It's a curse given to that person, because how it's their judgment from their past life. Rather than sitting down and being humble and, you know, just praying and waiting for a better roll of dice in the next life, what does America teach? America has these people, you know, fucking just proud. This is another thing that the Heavenly Father does not like. So you got which is something that's been around for a while. This ain't new. But it's just always, it's like, man, these people, they actually causing physical damage to themselves trying to do this shit, man. Stop it. Then combine this with the boys in the Olympics now, you know, here this nigga got a whole testosterone factory whooping up on hoes, but this is the world that these people want. So ultimately, man, fuck them. Everything's turned upside down. Let me get but this is the world that Esau, you know, has built, and this is the world these people accept. I'm sorry, let me go to what is that, Philippians. These people in the world take pride in things that you're not supposed to take pride in. They glory in things, you know, in which you're not supposed to. It's a very backwards-minded society. You know, here it is, somebody has some sort of ailment, and they make it their whole personality, and they're, you know, like, man, they're supposed to be at home eating some fruits and vegetables and, you know, making some arts and crafts. You know, granted, right, Esau does certain times like to mislabel people, but I'm talking about actual disabled people. You're not supposed to have them out here like that. How you gonna be disabled and proud now? Because now they winning medals, got some little followers. Now they talking shit online about what they gonna do to the opposition, and need help waking up in the morning, man. Come on, man. Philippians 3:19. It says, whose end is destruction, whose God is their bellies, and whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. All right, focusing on, you can apply this, you know, to the wicked in general, but I'm focusing on whose glory is their shame. These people glory in things that are shameful, no longer chaste, no longer modest. They glory in straight bullshit. So this world's a clown show, to the utmost. Let's come back up. Let's go. I'm sorry, I got
the new legislation that mandates kill switches in all cars starting in 20. Are you aware of the new legislation that mandates kill switches in all cars starting in 2026? Yeah, it was stuck inside a recently passed $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill and is a proposal to have a lockout device to be installed in all new cars. Now take a closer look at this infrastructure bill they jammed through. Section 24220. This mandates installation of equipment to listen to in-car noises and conversation, yes, monitor your eyes, and kill switches to automatically turn on your car. It states all new cars in the United States will be required to install this kill switch by 2026. This section was passed allegedly to stop drunk drivers. The law is very broad, and the concern is that it may lead to the government abusing privacy and your privacy, especially as the government wants more and more control over your car. We've seen this in other areas of our lives too. Now it's in your vehicle. Are you aware of?
So this is clearly MOTB technology. Now I don't know how true all this is, but you know, we know things like this will be coming. They just want to track people, make sure you can't go nowhere, can't do nothing. If you're trying to do something, they got the drop on you. This is common. This is how Esau get down. All right, this ain't nothing about advancing technology, making life more convenient. This is about Esau want to make it harder for you and me. And this is the fulfillment of prophecy. His mark is coming. This is another little tool they're talking about. All this shit is a sham. It says, friend is a new AI that wants to be your friend so you don't feel alone.
I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair. All right, let's go.
Oh, come on. Oh, let's go.
Serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby.
Oh man, you guys suck.
Bro, you look like the back of
Let's go.
What? How did you get that? I know, the effects are crazy.
It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
Sorry, I got you messy.
Now, I don't know how real that is, y'all, but man, conveniency is gonna fucking make the world burn. These people and this man's technology, everybody's minds is just so warped. You sitting there talking and texting yourself as if that Y'all, do y'all remember when you was little kids and you had your little imaginary toys and your imaginary friends that you would hold conversations with, and you know, you pretend like you pushing your imaginary homie in the swing. This is just the grown-up version with technology. This thing is literally a non-living, it is not a real person. And you're talking to it as if it was, but they're not insane, y'all. We going out and preaching to real people in real time. We're crazy. These motherfuckers is talking to their friend. Literally talking to their friend. Hey man, this mark is coming, and these people, they're fucking ripe for the taking. This is the perfect time to introduce the mark. Therefore, will be introduced.
Afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done. If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made in the USA. It's going to be. It's not going to be made anywhere else. And if Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say, it's going to the moon, I want America to be the nation that leads the way, and that's what's going to happen. This afternoon.
So people are falling for a hook, line, and fucking sinker. Hook, line, and fucking sinker, per usual. Yep, they need some A-brain, y'all. Y'all remember? They need some A-brain. Fucking fools. Let's go straight to it. Just the basic. Y'all know it. Ain't nothing fancy, ain't nothing special. Let's just turn it real quick. Revelation 13-16. Actually, I'm starting 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right. Esau's setting this system up to where if you don't take his mark, you know, that you could be facing death penalty, and you will not be able to interact with his society the way that others will be able to. And that's going to put the pressure on a lot of people to take it. Their wives, their children, their jobs, their social circles. They're not going to want to be cast out of these things. Verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads. Plain and simple. Conveniency is going to get a lot of people killed. And we're seeing it real time. Let's look at some Detroit shenanigans. Late night nigga shenanigans. I'm gonna turn the music off. But you see the niggas, the young niggas acting up. What's clearly, you know, probably a stolo. meaning a stolen car, a stolo, stolen Charger. They fucking love these Chargers and Challengers out here. They steal them. They literally do this, crash them out. Got your boys hanging out the window. You trying to do spins and pulls at 60 miles per hour on a fucking regular street. It's not gonna go well. Judgment is coming to these little nigglets, the wicked ones of our people. They have to be. Their life is forfeit. What is this? Okay. Their life is forfeit in the eyes of the Heavenly Father because they're not doing right. Therefore, they're gonna be exterminated. Hell, I might as well throw this in here. These hoes ain't exempt.
What the?
See, I can explain.
Chanel, what the hell are you doing? Who the f this guy?
I can explain.
So you're telling me we've been together for 2 years and I just proposed? And now you want to cheat on me with this guy?
I can explain.
Are you kidding me? I'm over here busting my ass on a business trip to pay for the house, the food, the bills, and you basically live here for free. And you want to cheat on me?
No, it's not like that.
You know what? Nah, bro. That's not gonna happen. Hey, listen, you need to get out of my house, bro.
No,
Get the
Steven.
my house.
Steven,
No.
no.
I don't want to hear it.
No, I need to explain. Oh my gosh, this is what the you talking about. Stand up! Come here!
Chanel.
No, I'm serious.
No, I'm serious too.
Let me explain. I have to explain myself because if I don't explain myself, I'm gonna look stupid. So let me explain. No,
I'm just trying to tell you how much you want.
you get the camera out of my. Get the camera out of.
What the?
There go your queen with that goddamn bonnet on. They even commit adultery with the bonnet on, man. Goddamn, man. So you see that ain't nothing good in the hood. Do I got any more? It's just this shit. I'm just looking at highlighting the activities that our people get into. The fucking foolishness, which now pure folly. Rolling around in stolos, adultery, death and murder.
I'm a female!
We tried to explain it.
These niggas be the hardest thing, and that white man show up and these niggas fucking crumble like cookies, I'm a female. It seems like a skit, but there go Jake. Do all that huffing and puffing, and the wolf show up, and them boys fold, man. Jake fold. She was a little butch, talking about how she fight niggas and ain't never been scared of a nigga and get grabbed up, and now I'm a female. All that bullshit. I couldn't be a cop. Imagine dealing with this shit for days on days, for years. These grown adults who just do everything unreasonably and insensibly. Maybe no wonder why they don't have no problem killing you niggas. You niggas barely show signs of humanity. You're like animals with clothes on. Alright, I'm starting with one of the curses out of Deuteronomy. Our people are just simply completely insane for the most part. Deuteronomy 28:28 says, "The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart." And hey man, we ain't been right since we jumped off them boats or was pulled off them boats. To be smitten with madness and what? Blindness. Just the mind is not right. It's not whole nor in order. So everything that the majority of our people do and say, it's it's erratic, it's unreasonable. which is why many of them find themselves locked up or dead. No, the wisdom ain't dwelling with them. So just a couple more and we'll finish out.
If you guys got this in the mail, but I got this today. Selective Service System. I guess, guys, we're going to war. Failure to comply with these requirements is a violation of the Military Selective Service Act. The maximum penalty for a violation of this act is $250,000 fine or 5 years in prison or both. Damn. That's wild. That's wild. Even give me another one too.
So, they're getting ready for, they finished sending some of you boys on. And he had tattoos, he had, bone tattoos. So, maybe he used to bang back in the day, but, you can tell, he in the house trying to play daddy. He ain't trying to go fight no wars now. Alright, and these people don't realize that this entire, these people have been getting you people buttered up and ready to be destroyed, and you don't realize it. These Americans, these people of the world, they have no idea the level of destruction that's coming to them because they're too busy being distracted.
Not Black Part 2, let's get into it. So for context, I make these videos not to tell you who to vote for. You can vote for Trump, Kamala, I don't care. But what you're not going to do is blackface your way into the presidential seat. So that's why I'm coming with receipts. This is her father, who identifies as Irish Jamaican, not Jamaican Irish. So at best, like I said before, she's Irish Jamaican and East Indian. Can somebody tell me, please, how does this qualify as black? And before you say, oh, Jamaican is black, for one, that's TBD because he looks like he's East Indian to me. Two, we're talking about Black Americans. That's who she's pandering to. I don't see her flying any Caribbean flags or saying Jamaican pride, do you? Now, speaking of pandering, she had Megan Thee Stallion open up her rally with a performance. So this is where we're at, huh? Fucking twerking at a presidential rally. Aren't black women sexualized enough in America, so they have to push the agenda that much further? But then again, it does make sense with her past. Now, it says here her political career really took off when she had an affair with the Democrat San Francisco mayor, Willie Brown. She was in her 20s, and he was a married man and 30 years older than her, allegedly. Also, what you didn't know is the late great singer Nina Simone, her estate got taken away from the family by none other than Kamala Harris. She said the family was mismanaging the estate, it was reckless spending, but what does that matter? That's her family. And then she ends up giving it to white people, so where's all that black power now? Now, speaking about all that blackness, remember she said this?
And say, I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people? No.
Oh, but you did do it exclusively for the Asian Americans with the COVID Hate Crimes Act. And you did it for the LGBTQ community because they had more anti-gay bills introduced and passed last year than any other years, but you can't do it for black people. Interesting. Oh, it gets better than that. All this was prophesized.
And so now he's about to go off with that revelation, but I'm just pulling this up to show you all these people, all these things set up is to keep people distracted. Meanwhile, all the pieces being put in place for war. Dr. Phil interview reveals Venezuela's prisons are emptied because prisoners have been sent to the U.S.
By the way, has the lowest murder rate ever right now. What does that tell you?
Yeah, all the murderers are gone.
They're here.
Yeah. So is it true that they're emptying prisons? I mean, is this
is not
Cuba all over again?
This is not a hearsay. There was a memo by DHS last year admitting that in fact they knew that Venezuela's government was emptying their prison and rehabilitation centers or drug centers, releasing them on purpose because they knew with instructions to make, if they were going to get out, you're going to make your way to the U.S. That is not, we're not making that up. That's true. It was reported on, and DHS admitted that was happening, and in fact it has. El Tren de Aragua is heavily present in our country now.
Okay, so you're telling me that DHS has acknowledged that Venezuela, for example, is emptying their prisons and their rehabilitation centers with the understanding you get out if you leave here and go to the United States?
Yes.
And DHS has, in writing, said, we know that's happening.
Venezuela, by the way, has the lowest.
We know they're coming here. We're processing them in and have no idea where they are.
Correct.
How many people are we talking about?
Millions. And just Venezuela alone.
We're talking about in the last 2 or 3 years, we've had estimated how many people have come across the border.
My estimation, the official number, I think, is about 10 million.
Yeah, it's about 11 million.
Yeah,
That's the official.
But my personal opinion, I think we're about 15 to 18 million.
We know they're coming here.
Says Kamala Harris only had one job, fix the border. We saw how that went. So, y'all, these people ain't set up for no benefits. Since Biden took office, prices measured by Consumer Price Index are now up 19.4%. Retirement age got pushed to 67. Social Security cut by 13%. 20 million illegal immigrants from prisons have entered the U.S. Yeah, this place is okay. So some guy talking that salesman pitch shit, but it's going down in America, and the stage is set. All right, and the end is come. So we'll end with that. Ezekiel 7:5 says, "Thus saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. An end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come." The end, y'all. All these things have been set up. Now they're being executed. We're seeing it live time. This world's going to drastically change before our eyes. All right, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai B'Hashem. Rakakodash, to honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like the Akim Aqua, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.